Based on the analysis and applying the first and second law of thermodynamics, we calculated that the plane's speed is lower than the missiles, so they could easily caught up to the F-16 and struck it. So we found out that the engine's thrust is 108.7 kilonewtons, which it's expected performance of the F-16, and so this supports and the governance version of the events.
So with the stages we came through and with the calculations and the analysis of the jet engine, I came to the conclusion that the hit is possible, as they told us in the news, but I personally have my doubts about that Captain O'Grady was in there and survived and recovered like almost uninjured.
After verifying our calculations of the situation involvement, we have the conclusion that the aircraft have a Mach of 2.07 and the missile have a Mach of 2.8. That makes sense to the news that report that the missile has a upper velocity than the aircraft. So I believe that he was notified by his system, which is why he didn't not hesitate and jump out of the plane.
Analysis of the F-16 engine using the principles of thermodynamics, we calculated the plane's velocity at Mach 2.07, which is lower than the 2K-12's missile Mach 2.8. This confirms that the missile had the necessary speed to intercept and destroy the aircraft, and additionally, the thrust output of 108.7 kilonewtons aligns with the expected performance of the F-16, supporting the idea that the plane was functioning within its design parameters before the incident. While these findings lend credibility to the official versions, the circumstances surrounding the pilot's ejection raise some doubts. Given the bad weather and technological alerts, it may be possible that the pilot had enough time to eject, but it's still important to continue to verify all the data to be sure no details were missed.
Once we are able to understand how the engine of the F-16 works, we can identify some clue moments where all the situation can be real according to our results. Beginning with, we calculate the final velocity of the plane that is near 2.07 Mach, and thrust of 108.74 that match with the characteristics of the engine. This makes sense that the missile hit the plane because it has a velocity of 2.8 Mach, faster than the aircraft. So, I believe that the new is real.
With our calculations, we obtained that the fighter jet was traveling at around 2.07 Mach, which is below the 2.8 Mach of the missile. So we consider that, well, I consider that the fighter jet was actually shot down by the missile, but I suggest that these calculations should be verified by a third party and confirm that it was actually shut down.
So after our discussions about what could happen, we came to the conclusion that for now, with our calculations and with our results, we would say that the news and everything that is told about this happening is true, but we have to recheck our calculations and ensure that they're true and have like a deeper look in all the factors we were taking into account into our considerations. They are also true.